Currently, there are more than 500,000 Canadians living with dementia, 25,000 diagnosed every year. A new study released in The Lancet yesterday has pointed to a number of risk factors that can contribute to the risk of developing the disease. Joining us to talk about that right now, CEO of the Alzheimer Society of Toronto, Cathy Barrick. The time to think about trying to prevent Alzheimer is not when someone has it. It would be our age and younger.
Absolutely. So we've known that for a while, actually, that to prevent or try to live a healthy lifestyle, the earlier you start, the better. But this study is actually very interesting because they're actually saying that early childhood education is one of the risk factors.
All right, well, let's take a look at the 9 factors. This was done by a number of leading experts around the world, and you were saying it's most likely been released at a current convention that's going on in London right now, dealing with Alzheimer's. All right, so midlife hearing loss, failing to complete secondary education, smoking, failing to seek treatment for depression, big one, physical inactivity, social isolation, high blood pressure, obesity, type 2 diabetes. Again, when we talk about being preventable, a lot of these, in fact, most of these, are all you can actually go and get them taken care of now.
Yeah, exactly. So some of the risk factors weren't surprising to us because we've known for a while that anything that's good for your heart is good for your brain as well. But the ones that are surprising that you can do something about: early childhood education, social isolation, getting treatment for depression, those are actually a bit new to us and actually encouraging, because the earlier you start, and they actually link it to developing brain resiliency. So the more that you do things that are active and healthy and learning, are actually good for your brain.
And what's great about this is that we're not talking about a drug here that still has to go through clinical trials, or we're not talking about a long-term treatment. We're talking about things that you can say to some of the people who come to you that you can do right now, this second, this minute.
Absolutely. So definitely it's too late once you have the disease, but it's never too late to start looking after yourself. So quitting smoking, as the study indicated, even in late life, is helpful. Seeking treatment for depression. Anything that you think might be off, definitely seek treatment, but also, be physically active and keep learning.
Where are we today? We hear so much now, more than we ever did years ago, about Alzheimer's. And then there's so many things that we need to take into account. There's one thing that we've learned here on Breakfast Television is we don't say someone's suffering from Alzheimer's, we say someone is living with Alzheimer's. Is it Alzheimer's? Alzheimer?
It's Alzheimer's.
Okay.
Yep.
So where do we stand right now? Are we making progress?
I think we are definitely making progress, and I'm sure at the international conference they're talking about all kinds of studies. Some interesting progress is they're looking earlier and earlier in life. So they're starting to try to determine what sets the disease in motion. And, because once someone's diagnosed, so much damage has already been done in the brain, it's really difficult to make any difference. You can't grow new brain cells yet. So the earlier they can find out what's happening and maybe treat things, they're actually thinking that we might have the disease in our minds, in our brains, before, like 20 years before symptoms show up. So if you can treat it then, that would be great news.
All right, don't be alone in this.
Absolutely.
If you have any questions even about yourself, you may not even have it, or you can contact the Alzheimer Society of Toronto, or you're living with someone who has it.
Absolutely.
You are as much in need of support as the person who has Alzheimer's. So how do people get in touch with you?
Alzheimer.ca.
There you go, nice and easy.